get spicy.
It's
going to get interesting.
Loaded. Loaded. PK Subban, Taylor Twellman, Chiney Ogwumike, just a couple of knuckleheads who wear makeup on TV.
Sure.
Let's get to the New York Knicks, however.
Come on.
We're not going to step on the lead story of this morning. It's the Knicks moving on after another clean sweep. Let's take you to the road to the finals. They actually struggled with the Hawks. They were down 2-1 in this series, and then Game 6, they closed it out emphatically. A 51-point win, the largest playoff win in team history, and that was in Atlanta after a little pushing and shoving. And in the second round, they just did whatever they wanted to the Sixers, looking for a sweep. They won the first three. They're down in Philly. Ran away in Game 4, sweeping their third in a best-of-7 series in franchise history. Jalen Brunson. The Knicks fans showed up and showed out. Here's what it felt like, MSG South.
I used to think Philly was a sports town. I don't know if it is anymore.
College ball there at Villanova. The Knicks, Gary, moving on to the conference finals.
Villanova Knicks are about to do some more damage. This was Game 1 against the Cavs. They trailed by 22 points in the fourth quarter. They came all the way back to win it in overtime, and this is when you felt and where you felt it was going to be inevitable. The playoffs, Knicks became the first team to win when trailing by 20 or more points in the final 7 minutes in the fourth. And then you got Game 2 versus the Cavs. Brunson and the Knicks had a strong third quarter. They went on an 18-0 run to spark a Game 2 win against the Cavs. Josh Hart again.
I'm never a huge analytics guy. At a certain point, they're a lamppost to a drunk person. You can lean on them, but it won't get you home.
There's
such a great line.
A lot of lampposts in New York City being climbed upon. Recently. Then you got Game 3. Knicks are up 2-0 in the series. Kenny Atkinson's thoughts on the series after another loss.
Analytically, I think we've won the I said 3 out of 3. We're 2 out of 3 in the expected. I don't know if you guys follow that. There's like an expected score.
Oh, okay.
Because ESPN Analytics, of course, is like, hey, the Knicks won the game, but the Cleveland Cavaliers analytically won the game. That's a hard word to say. Game 4, it was last night. The Knicks finished off the Cavs, starting with a 20-0 run in the first half. They would win by 37 points, which was not unfamiliar. Their spike, orange and blue skies, indeed. The Knicks are going to play in the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999.
It's good to get a few minutes with our basketball analyst, Chiney Ogwumike, and New York. Chiney advancing to this first finals since 1999, and they do so by way of another sweep. What does that mean for this Knicks team?
First of all, I'm here in New York City, and they were partying in the street like it was 1999. Once they won the game, my hotel started rattling. What does this mean? It's bigger than just a sweep because they've now done it twice. The New York Knicks are the hottest team in basketball. And in order to win a championship, I think we give a lot of credit to the best team typically during the regular season. You want to be the hottest team, and this is a squad. And for a long time, I've been waiting, we've been waiting, the city has been waiting for a team that truly embodies the heart and hustle and soul of New York City, one of the greatest cities in the world. They would argue the greatest city in the world, and we've got it. This squad matches that identity with their grit, with their tenacity. They had 34 points off of turnovers, 33 fast break points, 32 second chance points. This is the squad that New York has been waiting for, and I feel like they have as good a chance as anybody to win it all.
Okay, maybe that segues perfectly into our next question. They're playing in the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999 when they lost that NBA Finals to the San Antonio Spurs. Chiney, what chance are you giving this Knicks team, who have won 11 straight games in the playoffs, to beat either the Thunder or the Spurs in the NBA Finals?
Gary, Randy, you guys know I have trust issues when it comes to the New York Knicks and basketball because every time my hopes get up, I get so excited. I'm here in the city comes alive, something crazy happens. But this one, it's no longer trust issues. I actually have confidence. I have a lot of confidence in the squad because if you look at the sample size of the games in which they have played, in their 14 playoff games, they have won by a margin of 19 points, which is the highest ever in NBA history in the postseason. They're not just winning. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. They are dominating. They are taking the life out of their opponents, especially in closeout games. And so right now I'm looking at a New York Knicks squad that knows who they are, that are fully bought in. And you heard all the sound. The one word that keeps coming up is sacrifice. It takes a level of sacrifice in order to be great. Karl-Anthony Towns sacrificed some touches, but now he's having triple doubles. Jalen Brunson sacrificed the usage. Now his teammates are thriving. They have a system that is working, a system that they risked for by changing their coaches, and it's paying off at the perfect time.
For the second straight series, the Knicks will now have 8 days off before Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Chiney joining the program this morning on it.
Cavs must have already had the tickets booked for Cabo. There's no fight in them whatsoever in last night's game. That was an embarrassment to the city of Cleveland.
Yeah, you would think, knowing that your season was on the line, you're at home, that you would have the requisite level of desperation that the moment deserved. And Cleveland did not have it. It was a fun game to watch just because of the way the Knicks were clicking, but it wasn't fun from a competition standpoint, that's for sure. And I imagine with the manner in which that Cleveland not only lost game 1, and obviously game 1 took it all out of them. They just had nothing left after that. But just the way the series looked in general, they're not close to the Knicks. They're not close to winning a title, and they're going to have some tough conversations in Cleveland today. But it's about New York. I mean, they're going back to the finals for the first time since '99, and they legitimately look like a championship team.
Oh, no doubt.
CC, you always talk about the team aspect of this. Leon Rose and the New York Knicks have built a winner. And Richard Jefferson talked about it on the broadcast last night about how Jalen Brunson and the Nova Knicks, I know, CC, you brought this up last week, they imported winners to this franchise. And the team all season long had not clicked to the level that we expected them to. And shout out to Mike Brown for not changing the lineup earlier in the playoffs when things weren't hitting that top gear. He stuck with them. They caught lightning in a bottle, and this team has been unstoppable for the past 11 games.
No doubt. No doubt. And every part, I'm glad you said it that way, because here's what the New York Knicks did. Is the New York Knicks, by destroying everybody, and I mean everybody, and winning games by, they were up as many as 45. In this 11-game winning streak, 10 of the 11 games they've won by double digits.
Crushed them.
Let me say that again. In this winning streak, 11 games, 10 of 11, they've won by double digits. But everything the Knicks did is now justified.
Yep.
Okay? They believe that Jalen Brunson could be the best player on a championship team. While that part is still TBD, they are right-ish because they are in the NBA Finals. It is justified. They were justified in moving on from Tom Thibodeau, who, as a head coach, never got to the NBA Finals. Mike Brown has been not good. He has been great. And Mike Brown is now in the NBA Finals for the second time as a full-time head coach. The first time in 2007 with the Cleveland Cavaliers. I say full-time head coach because it's kind of his third NBA Finals because he was the coach of the Warriors as an interim basis.
NBA Finals.
Right.
Yeah.
So give him credit there. They are justified in trading 5 first-rounders for Mikal Bridges. They are justified in trading Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo for Karl Anthony Towns. They are justified in trading for OG and giving up 2 guys they drafted in the first round, and RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley. And one other guy is justified, and you mentioned his name, a former lifelong agent who now runs the team in Leon Rose. He is justified in one thing, and I'm being serious about this because nobody knows about this better than Cece. He's justified in not speaking. And what I mean by that is he doesn't ever talk to the media. And I know that drives media and fans crazy at times, but he adds no drama to an already dramatic franchise. Over the last 30 years, he adds no drama to it. He has its disciplined Tom Coughlin, Bill Belichick, Bill Parcells type approach that I think has worked to the nth degree, whatever that word is. They are justified, CC, in everything they have done getting to this point.
No question about it. And here's the reality for the New York Knicks. They had a week off between the semis and the conference finals. They'll have over a week off before the NBA finals tip off on June 3rd. So by blowing the doors off of their opponents in the second and third rounds, you're talking about them being able to earn over a week's worth of rest and go into a series fresh, go into a series healthy, and give themselves a competitive advantage against the opponents coming out of the Western Conference, which has turned out to be a slog of a series between the Spurs and the Thunder. That series is now a best of 3. We'll see what ends up happening as it shifts back to OKC in Game 5. But regardless of who comes out of that series, when it comes to the rest advantage, the New York Knicks will have it, and that's huge when you talk about the prospects of them being able to win a championship. But make no mistake about it, they had to earn that. Coming into this postseason, there are a lot of other squads that everybody was pointing to, hand raised, yours included, that we thought could come out of the Eastern Conference. I thought the Knicks had a possibility, but they were on down the list from all of the other teams, whether it be Boston, whether it be Detroit. Some people had the Cavs, you name it. But the fact that they are here, that they have survived and advanced throughout each round of the postseason. They have found a way to be able to compartmentalize, to be able to block out all of the noise and focus on the task at hand to the tune of a plus 270.